All the Wilderness. I literally just finished watching this movie, and I wish I hadn't. No, it wasn't that good. No, oh my god, no, it wasn't at all. I guess movies from like the festival circuit are starting to appear, and I'm really excited about those. There's actually some great titles that are about to come up, and I'm super excited to watch It Follows. And I saw the trailer for this movie, All the Wilderness, a while ago, and it looked interesting. I saw it in the video, and he looked weird, and I saw, what's his name, Cody Smith McPhee, from Young Ones. He's a new young actor, and I really liked him in Young Ones, so I was excited to see him, but not good. This movie had absolutely no point. This movie had no story. This movie had no actual characters. He was not likable. His acting was okay and then got bad towards the end, especially in a very important scene, which I'll talk about spoilers, but that was like not good to watch at all. And it was just a very boring movie. It's only an hour and 10 minutes. Only. Thank God. But nothing happened. It wasn't slow. Things were happening. Like, scenes were moving along. But there was no, like, plot development. There was no advancing anything. It was so bizarre. There was no point to anything that was happening. There's no point to the characters. There's no point to the story. There's no point to anything. So, yeah, I was a bit disappointed. One thing that I noticed was the music, which was good at the beginning and not good towards the middle. They kept referring to classical music in the movie, and I kept thinking, okay, they're gonna play some really good classical music, right? Nope. They played classical music, but it didn't fit with, what was happening on screen at all. He was just walking through the street, and there was like this weird music that didn't fit with the mood. He wasn't doing anything. Yeah, so I get pissed off when music is weird in movies, because I think music and a movie score is so important to it. And they had a couple of instances where it was really good, and then the rest was just bizarre. And they had some really gorgeous shots. For example, him just sitting down with these huge headphones listening to classical music, and there's like light coming out of the window and it's hitting him just right, and it's really pretty. But then that lasts, for 5 seconds, and then you're back at the movie and it's like, oh. It looked pretty sometimes. Sometimes. There's like a nice shot with him spinning a chandelier around. Very artsy, very moody. That's what it was. It was like, it started off and he was like reading this novel, and it was all very angsty, and oh my god, nobody understands me. And I understand what he was going through, which is basically the stories about this kid that is struggling to move on after his father passes away. And I understand it's a very difficult and traumatic time, someone losing their parent like this, but the movie didn't reflect that at all. It didn't reflect him struggling with anything. It reflected him being a fucking weirdo. It didn't reflect him grieving. It didn't reflect him missing his father. It didn't show any of the relationship between him and his mom. It didn't show any of his life. He just meets random people and goes with them one night and gets drunk, and his mom doesn't even notice, and that's the whole movie. And the ending, oh my god, the ending. I will talk about it because it was nothing. They clearly wanted it to make it seem a bit deeper than it was, and it's like, oh my god, who cares? After an hour and 10 minutes, I was done. I was just done. It was so short, and I still... No. Thank God it wasn't longer. Like, I don't like talking bad about movies. I feel bad saying bad things, but I was expecting a lot more, and the acting wasn't good, and the writing wasn't good, and the story was just so blah. Nothing happened in this movie, and I will talk about it in spoilers. So yeah, I'll just get into spoilers. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Big warning, spoilers. So the other guy just kissed the girl. Oh my god, the world is falling apart. So, no, I don't want to go to this school. Oh, this random guy that I just met and hung out with twice kissed this random girl that I just met and hung out with twice after I told him that she's not my girlfriend, and now I'm so upset I will go to the school that I clearly don't want to go to because, I don't know, I'm fucking talented and I don't want to go to the school I want to go to. And like, he wants to go, but then he doesn't want to go because he's an angsty teen. He was so unlikable, this guy. He was so fucking unlikable, and I just could not relate to him. Like, I get it, it's difficult. And then the fucking ending, when it's like this big reveal of, Mom, I'm going to tell you something I've never told anyone. And it was so bad. The writing was bad, and the delivery was off. It was so uncomfortable to watch and listen to. The mom had no reaction, by the way. He's telling her that he saw his father jump to his death. His father committed suicide, and she does not give a fuck. And she's supposed to. Like, it's not like the movie established that she's not a good mom. It tried to establish that the mom maybe has a boyfriend and he's upset about it, but they never go into it. We never see this guy. I mean, we see him once. He never mentions it. He never has a conversation with his mom for more than 30 seconds. The mom's never around. She drinks once, and he's like, you're gonna teach me about drinking, whatever. It's like, the movie didn't establish anything beforehand. It's like they cut out 40 minutes of development. That was a very bad scene when he's just... First of all, why? It was so convoluted, and he just happened to be awake that night. He just happened to follow his father. Why? First of all, you see your dad in the middle of the night getting up and going out, and you're just gonna follow him? Hiding behind bushes. He literally said he hid behind trees so that his father wouldn't see him. He sees that his father's going to the bridge, doesn't say anything. His father jumps off, he doesn't say anything. Well, he goes home? He didn't say it was his mom? Danny DeVito was bizarre. You're nothing like your father. What was that supposed to mean? Was that good? Was that bad? That sounded horrible to me. That just sounded like a fucking insult to his face. Like, go kill yourself. And then he reveals that his father killed himself, and it's like, oh, so maybe he's saying that he shouldn't do what his father did? I love how upset he was when the random guy kissed the random girl, and then he goes and punches him, and then they're friends again. Random movie, just very bizarre. Nothing made sense. There was no story to it. He literally just went and met random people on the bus, hung out with them, and decided to leave because one random guy kissed one random girl that he wasn't seeing. Oh, but he liked her, so yeah, because he's an angsty teen, we're supposed to know that he likes her, and there was no point to anything in this movie, no point at all, and I'm done talking about it. I'm getting pissed off. I kept thinking, this isn't this bad, this isn't that bad, I can do this, it's not that bad, I'm gonna look for good things in it. Nope.